There exists a technique so powerful that for millennia it was locked away atop Mount Olympus. It made even the most beta of simps uncontrollably successful with the most beautiful of women. 9s, 10s, yes, even those 11s. Many believed it to exist only in legend, but today I bring this legend to life for you, my friends, with the hopes that it will save you from simphood. This technique is known as the power pause. Okay, enough of the dramatics. What exactly is the power pause? All right, let me explain. The power pause is that moment in the conversation where you just finished delivering a flirty joke or make a direct statement or proposal, such as inviting her over, and instead of rushing to fill the silence, you stop and allow a pause to settle in. You don't rush to clarify what you meant or backtrack on what you just said. You stand by it firmly and let the silence add that extra punch to what you just said. And the cherry on top of this power pause, the thing that makes it really powerful, bold eye contact. Not quickly looking away as if you were trying to hide your nervousness or insecurity in what you just said. And if you're really feeling it, then throw in a smirk. Want a perfect example of this? Check out this scene from James Bond. Casino Royale, to be specific.
Can I give you a lift home?
That would really send him over the edge. I'm afraid I'm not that cruel.
Well, perhaps you just had a practice.
Perhaps.
What about a drink at my place?
Is it close?
Very.
One drink.
You'll notice she laughs a few seconds into the silence. It's because she's trying to break the tension that's established by his silence and eye contact. In that moment, when she took her time to respond, she was also testing him, testing his resolve, testing to see truly how confident and worthy he is. Were he to break eye contact or look away or rush to clarify what he meant, she likely would have just turned him down. But she didn't. Now, of course, this is a movie, but this highlights the example of the power pause extremely well. During this silence, there is an entire conversation happening via subcommunication. How strong your eye contact is, whether or not you're fidgety, or if you try to follow it up to fill the silence. With this power pause, you're subconsciously saying, "Yeah, I said it and I meant it. Now what are you going to do about it?" It's the pinnacle of bold. You're standing strong in your frame and inviting her into it. You're giving her the chance to fall into your frame or reject it. And when you stand by it firmly, she'll be more excited to join in. It shows her that you're not some flimsy pushover who's being fake nice in an attempt to make her like you. It's straightforward and direct. It's refreshing. Not only do you bask in the silence, but you also keep direct eye contact throughout it. Don't look away, don't flinch. Just let the silence marinate. Sexual tension builds up and exists in these moments of silence when there's nothing but eye contact. That is why it's important not to buckle under pressure. Don't break eye contact until she does. Don't answer or say anything until she does. Don't try to correct it or break the silence by changing topics. Just maintain eye contact, smirk, and don't break until she says or does something. The power pause can also be used in social and professional scenarios. In fact, I learned about this technique from sales. It's a commonly used technique when pitching products in person or over the phone. The silence establishes your confidence and firmness in your frame. The price is the price, so to speak. Another non-romantic example of the power pause is when speaking to multiple people. Oftentimes, when a leader is delivering a speech or a person is giving a TED Talk, you'll notice they stop and pause after certain sentences. The pause serves to grab a person's attention and pull their interest back in. It creates what is known as a pattern interrupt, a moment or thing that breaks the pattern in a conversation and re-engages the person on the receiving end. With people constantly on their phone and distracted 24/7, using a power pause can instantly recapture their attention and get them focused on you. And if they're already listening closely to you, the silence will only captivate them more because it'll add punch to whatever you just said. You ever notice that when you're doing something wrong in class, like being on your phone or not paying attention, as soon as the classroom goes silent, you take notice and look around to make sure nobody caught you? The silence catches your attention. It breaks the pattern in their speech. Power pauses also have a place in conversations after the other person says something flirty or is direct. It's your way of testing their frame and seeing how firm they are in what they just said. Whether it's inviting you back to her place or giving you a flirty tease, sometimes it'll even result in them continuing to talk and investing more in trying to carry the conversation. Instead of you rushing to fill the silence to avoid awkwardness, they'll start to do it. Or better yet, they'll pause as well, and you guys can feel comfortable with the silence and sexual tension. A huge step for getting closer to intimacy. And that, my friends, is a wrap. You've now been granted this piece from Mount Olympus. Use it responsibly and never for evil. I recommend utilizing the power pause in all your interactions anytime you want to emphasize a point, establish your frame, and stand firm in your conviction. However, due to recent events going on in the world, it looks like you'll have to stick to using the power pause from the comfort of your own home. Whether on FaceTime with girls you meet from Tinder or when trying to emphasize a point with your parents while stuck at home. These are truly crazy times. The whole world is changing and dating is changing even faster. But the craziest thing is that dating isn't on the decline. In fact, by some stats, dating is experiencing a massive boost. I mean, just look at this message Tinder sent me a few days ago. Engagement is up in the areas most affected by the crisis. People and more importantly, girls are chatting on apps like Tinder for longer than usual, even in the places that are the hardest hit. Now is the time to not only stay safe by abstaining from regular dating at bars and clubs, but to keep your romantic life connected via online dating. Romantic connection is an important part of being human, and although it must undergo a change for the greater good, you don't need to cut it out of your life entirely. You just need to learn how to evolve and adapt with the times because, quite frankly, the guys who don't learn to adapt to the new dating scene aren't going to have a chance when all this blows over. It's more important than ever for you to master the ability to capture girls' attention via text messaging and build attraction, so that when this is all over and the good times start to roll again, you can have a calendar full of dates with amazing girls ready to go. For most guys, building attraction from the most beautiful girls is hard enough in person, and even harder when you're trying to do it behind the scene. If you're anything like the average guy, you probably can't even get a response from a girl you like. That's why me and my team spent over a year creating a flagship texting course, the Godly Texting Guide. Here's a sneak peek of what you'll learn inside. The types of text messages you can send to make hot girls chase and text you first. My 100 best opening lines that are guaranteed to make girls respond to you. You can literally copy and paste these lines and start making girls like you immediately. The magnifying method. How to effortlessly flirt with women over text and keep the conversation so engaging, she'll be staring at her phone waiting for you to respond. And since my course is all about texting, you'll be able to use the techniques on any dating app, as long as you have a keyboard and a girl to talk to. You'll have everything you need to be successful with beautiful women. It's important to change with the times and learn how to be successful at dating during this new era we're living through. Now you can be responsible by staying home and avoiding conventional dating while also getting ahead of the competition and mastering messaging girls online. Now, once this is all over and the world returns to normal, online dating will be bigger than ever. Use this time to not only practice it, but master it. Stay safe out there, friends. Zeus out.